Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with Yanzi Lin, and we are talking about the American comic book industry after the failed assassination attempt or shooting, however the media is covering it, of Donald Trump this weekend. And you're probably going to be seeing this Monday. You guys have probably seen the news, but let's talk about the guys that are in charge of our American comic book superhero people that are tasked with hiring people to work on these books, or just quite simply they're writing Superman, maybe they're writing Batman, the bravest and the bold, the most heroic characters in the world. Let's go into it.
So Fandom Pulse here did an article covering certain industry individuals and their take on how they feel about this whole attempt on Donald Trump's life. So let's have a look at some of what they're saying over here. Now, I want to specifically skip certain people because we're going to cover them later. But see, let's look at Heather Antos, whom I think every one of us have been blocked by Heather at this point. She just posted a GIF where it's basically Emperor Palpatine talking about, oh yeah, that attempt on my life was a failed one. I.e., I'm comparing Donald Trump to Emperor Palpatine, the big bad of Star Wars.
This is a person who has been editor at Marvel Comics and currently IDW Publishing. She's actually in charge of most of the licensed books at IDW, which would include things like Star Trek. And keep in mind, IDW lost a bunch of license like Transformers and G.I. Joe. This is a person that if I had a big property and I want to license a comic, I'm dealing with Heather. And Heather's also going to be the person hiring people to actually work on that stuff and govern on the plots and storyline and make sure the woke agenda is in there. And, here's the thing. Comics is a place where there really shouldn't be all that much politics in it or crammed at people. But once you see the Twitter timelines of some of these people, it's like, well, how are these properties protected by these people? And the other thing is, Heather, you sound like a supervillain. And you're also just making it out that this is a fake drama, that somebody wasn't grazed by a bullet. I mean, come on.
So Mark Waid one, we can skip that for now. Let's go to Vita Ayala, who says, liberals says Donald Trump and Project 2025 are an existential threat. Also liberals, get well soon, sir. So she is basically trying to say liberals shouldn't wish Trump well, maybe?
Right. Here's the thing, like a lot of people that are voting, not everybody hates and wants to see people hurt. And to think people and being disappointed in people for wishing Donald Trump well in his health. I mean, come on. Where are we at with this? Gail Simone, what has she got to say?
Well, Gail Simone surprisingly has the most measured take out there. She says, okay, just caught up with the shooting thing. Okay, shooting thing. I would like to see her call it a shooting thing if it was an act committed against the current sitting president, but hey, whatever.
Right.
It may be weird, but I'm going to wait until we know more before freaking out. This is bad. It shouldn't happen. Good fortune to us all. Now, I agree with the third line. This is bad. It shouldn't happen. But see, the whole part about, I just got caught up. I think we should wait to know more. All these people, the exact same answer, are like, oh my gosh, all these women all condemned Warren Ellis for grooming them. We must condemn him now before all the truth comes out. Like,
the reality is calling it an assassination attempt, and obviously how Trump victoriously stood back up with some blood on his face and, with his fist balled saying we fight. They really don't like the idea of calling it an assassination attempt, especially if it didn't work, because obviously this can be leveraged and used in a way to campaign. And they're going to try to downplay this. They're going to try to say it wasn't an attempt on somebody's life or make light of it. There was actually other comic pros that actually said it was fake, and they've taken down those tweets when other people in the audience were killed, that these weren't fake bullets being thrown, that it wasn't staged. So, look, everybody's knee-jerk reaction on the left, in comics especially, was just to downplay this because it can be used as artillery. And here we go with Mark Waid.
So Mark Waid posted this on another social media platform. And he says, pray that the shooter was wearing an RFK Jr. t-shirt. If you're just tuning in, some bleeping idiot with bleeping eyesight just clinched the election for Trump. Beep. His reaction to the shooting of a former president is to say, gosh darn it, now he's going to win the election.
Since then, he deleted this. and actually accuse Comicsgate of being problematic here, not these tweets. And again, I want to remind everybody, this is a guy that has been writing Brave and the Bold at DC Comics. So this is a guy handling Superman, handling Batman. Even if you don't like Donald Trump, you have to believe in the system and the people's right to vote. This is what kills me in this, is to take such a stance against what you can assume safely is 50% of the country, as the American comic book industry needs every sale it can get. It drives me insane. How does he fumble this or pick up
Well,
this?
he says here, because right-wing lunatics and Comicsgate incels, okay, every time something goes wrong, it's like, everything I don't like is Comicsgate,
Right.
have made a campaign today of sickly twisting my condolences about yesterday's tragedy in the claims that I cheer political violence. I have deleted my posts. I will not give them any fuel to spread their disgusting lies. Now, hang on a minute. Let's read these two lines again. Maybe I misread it. Maybe he actually said a condolence or something. Pray that the shooter was wearing an RFK Jr. t-shirt. Okay, I don't see a condolence there. And let's read the other one. If you're just tuning in, some bleeping idiot with some bleeping eyesight just clinched the election for Trump. Beep. Yeah, I don't see a condolence either. I'm sorry. Mark, you said you're a writer and somehow you didn't write a condolence and you claim people are twisting your condolence out of context.
Right. I guess this is rewriting history at this point. I mean, he's putting the old creative thinking hat on and writing out like a gaslighting his audience that he didn't do that. I don't know. So what would you think DC Comics would think? They hired this guy, right? So would they have a stance on this? Here we go. Here's a tweet from DC Universe. This is an employee of DC Comics on a social media account. What do we got?
Don't even say an employee. At this point, with this check mark, this is back in 2018. Okay, so these check marks are awarded specifically to corporates. You can't even buy this or say, I'm a corporate, I want to buy this check mark. You can't.
Right.
So this is considered an official DC statement stance. And he says here, Donald Trump, the only corruption comes from your administration, you dumb beep. Wow, imagine that DC themselves are saying it. Remember, this is a corporate account. So, wow. So looking at this, I think it's pretty safe to say that nobody will be condemning Mark Waid anytime soon for not only wishing ill on a former president, but also on attempting to blame other people for taking his words in context.
What kills me a lot about this is in trying times, people want to go to escapism when the world's really a disgusting place. And you turn to comics to, just see good versus evil stories, simple, no gray area. And it's filled to the brim with people like this. Well, no wonder comic sales are down. Why would people run to comics for this type of attitude and this type of bullshit gaslighting of people and political? Obviously, they have feelings about you if you are a voter of somebody they don't like. It's crazy that the American comic book industry hires these people, but then when you see the staffers are obviously, politically charged, it's like, okay, it's over. Where are comics supposed to be? Can these big corporations come in and clean up the comic book industry? Every company that buys Warner Brothers or Marvel, the one thing they don't do is go in and clean house. And I think it's way past time for that. I think you guys have to start pretending every voter is a potential customer and, maybe check some of this stuff out a little bit. I don't know, or at least be a decent human being on social media. Like, I don't know if you guys have to go out there and boo when a guy running for office isn't gunned down. It's absolutely disgusting. And it reflects on you. It reflects on the projects, and it actually reflects on the characters you're writing. I now have to look at these characters in a different way to see if your politics are seeping into that character. If you guys will, please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out. Also, Inglorious Rex sign up is live on 9livescomics.com. And Indiegogo, this is our third book. You can also get caught up on Inglorious Rex 1 and 2. We have copies in our store. They ship out the next day. We have $25 copies of both. Be primed and ready for Inglorious Rex 3. And if you sign up, you do get this lenticular card added to Secret Tiers. If you sign up, we will email you Secret Tiers with a discount and this card that you can only get for signing up for the pre-launch of this campaign. launching either July 28th or like the first weekend of August. So if you guys will, check it out. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for Inglorious Rex, and we will catch you guys again with another video.
On the scene, I got greatness all in my jeans. Ain't no way that I can slow down. I'm laced up, look how I shake the ground. Can't touch the ground, but you can kiss the ring. Close your eyes and see how I live a dream. I'm too smooth, MJ with the lean. Don't be fooled, I came through with the team. This is over their heads, how high can it go? I'm too over the edge, got my eyes on the goal. And we right back at it, keep them right on their toes. Look at the way that I move, this is all that I know. Cause I got the drive, I put it in gear. Line them up, I don't see no competitor team. If it ain't first place, we really can't settle for it. Listen up, get ready for it.